Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. Today I'm going to do a review of the Urban Decay Stay Naked Hydromaniac Tinted Glow Hydrator. I'm not sure whether this is leaning on a foundation side or it's trying to be a tinted moisturiser. I have used this a few times and I do enjoy it, but I did want to sit down and do a video review where I can do a wear test and up close so you can see whether it will be something that you might want to buy. Let me just read you a tiny bit about it. So it does say it's a tinted glow foundation, so from all the packaging we're going to assume it is dewy. It is infused with kombucha filtrate and marula oil for 24-hour hydration, coverage and fresh glow. It's a vegan formula, we love to see it, and it's got 12 shades designed to suit your skin tone by allowing your real skin to show through the sheer glow finish with buildable medium coverage. So it says you can apply it with your fingers, but that isn't something I normally do. So I am going to use a sponge. It says it does even out skin texture and reduce the appearance of pores and blemishes. And it leaves your skin significantly more moisturized and healthy looking. So for me, this sounds like everything up my alley. At the moment I do have dry skin. It is much less so than it has been recently. I was peeling like crazy. Now it's just a bit dry. So I'll be putting this to the ultimate test with blemishes and dry skin basically. Before I keep rambling on, we might as well just jump straight into it. So I pulled you in a bit closer so hopefully you can see my skin texture a bit better and see how the foundation covers and lays on my skin. This foundation has a tube applicator, which I guess does make it easier if you are using your fingers, and you can just kind of squirt it on your face like this. I'm not sure how I feel about it because I do like a pump, because I know to like do 1, 2 and then I'm done. If you are concerned about hygiene, I would then recommend wiping off the pump because I do touch it on my face as I go. I'm just going to take my sponge, and as it's buildable, if I do think I need more coverage, I'm just going to apply it back over the top. On first blend, definitely more on the lighter coverage side. You can see all my scarring. It has made my face have a nicer colour, but you can definitely still see all the spots. Try this side. Obviously using a sponge does absorb some of the product, so that can then mean I'm getting a less coverage, but I do just prefer the finish of a sponge. I find foundation just looks much softer and smoother with a sponge. So it's only a fair test to apply it as I would apply every foundation. It does blend out really well, but as you can see, spots still show through. That blended out really well on my forehead. It just... So this is how my skin is looking with just one layer using a damp sponge. Overall, I do really like the finish. I think it is gorgeous and lovely and glowy, but definitely hasn't covered my spots. I might go in with a tiny bit more to see what happens. Okay, I'm going to take a bit more on both sides just to make it even, because I am going to wear this throughout the day. Okay, so even with 2 layers, I am starting to now feel it on my face, whereas before I didn't. I wouldn't say it's uncomfortable, but I can tell I'm wearing makeup. And I don't think it's given me that much more coverage. I mean, you can be the judge of that. So this is how my face is looking after 2 layers with a sponge. Definitely some spots still peeking through, but it isn't clinging to any dry patches from what I can see. The colour is really nice. And it does look like my skin texture. I don't think it looks cakey at all. When I apply concealer, I would normally go in on my spots. Just to properly test this foundation, I am going to leave my spots with no concealer on them. And I'm just going to use concealer under my eyes. This feels so strange. Okay. And a tiny bit there. Okay, and that's how my face is looking with the concealer blended out. So this is how my face is looking. Hopefully you can see the texture well. I think it does sit on there really smoothly. It has blurred over pores, but as you can see, spots are definitely still peeking through. So if you're wanting to cover that, you won't get that from this foundation. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do for powder as well, because I always use powder. So I'm just going to take a loose powder. So this is the Too Faced Born This Way one. Under my eyes, and I'm going to take my Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Finish powder on the rest of my face. Just a light dusting and quite a fluffy brush. As you can see on my forehead, there is still a subtle glow coming through. So I'm going to do the rest of my makeup off camera and I'll be back to check in with you shortly. Hello, so I just finished this makeup look. I was using the Natasha Denona bronze palette. I've just done a video on a sort of first impression. So if you like this look and you want to know more, I'll have that linked in the description. I just wanted to show you how the foundation is wearing. So it's been on for about half an hour and I do find, even though I powdered, I do definitely have a glow. It is definitely a glowy foundation. So if you have oily skin, I'm not sure how you're going to like this unless you do want a glowy finish. It did sort of come through the powder very quickly after I applied it. I'm really liking how it looks. It looks really nice on my skin. I'll give you a bit of a close up. So as you can see, you can still see my spots, but the actual texture of my skin is really nice. So it's currently 1:15 in the afternoon and I'll try and check back soon to show you how this foundation is wearing. Hello everyone, so it is now 4:30. I have been out to lunch and I got a Costa with my mum. Got a chai latte, oat milk. I'm not quite sure what to say about this foundation because the finish is glowy, it's nice, but my dry skin is really not looking good. I thought this foundation would be very good for it because obviously it's a hydrator and etc. I'll just zoom you in and show you around my mouth. So as you can see, for just 3 hours of wear, my skin is really flaky. And it's just overall looking quite patchy on my cheeks here. I haven't put on a setting spray, which I normally would, so I don't know if it's got anything to do with that. It's just not looking very nice around my mouth. I'll show you my forehead. Once again, you can still see my acne scarrings, but the texture is a lot nicer. If you don't have dry skin, this could be how it will then sit on the rest of your face. My eyeshadow is staying really nicely, so if you saw the Natasha Denona video, that's a little good update for you. I'm not sure how to feel. I have worn this before and I did enjoy it, so I don't know if it's just how my skin is at the moment. It's just this area that is just not good. So that is my little update for now and I'll see you later on tonight. Hello everyone, so it is now 8:15 in the evening. This is how my makeup is holding up. Once again, eyeshadow is going strong. My base makeup is a bit of a different story. I'm starting to think, although this is made for dry skin, it still isn't a dry skin savior product. Since I'm still peeling, I still look like a bit of a mess and it's going patchy on my dry skin, which is frustrating. I think it is more for normal skin people, and when my skin is less dry, it probably looks better. I'll zoom you in and show you. So this is how it's looking. So as well as it's clinging to the dry patches, I also feel like it's just rubbed off of spots completely. So I would normally wear concealer, which might help the longevity. It's doing nothing for them. I don't know, I don't think it looks so patchy. That might just be because more has worn off. As you can see, the scarring's still really poking through, which is frustrating because it does say this is a medium coverage and it does cover blemishes in the description. As you can see, this is just coming on to 8 hours wear and blemishes are not covered, and it does say 24-hour wear on the bottle. I don't think I'm any shinier. I don't think I look like an oil slick or anything. I don't have oily skin, so that isn't something I commonly worry about, but that is something to note. I don't seem oily or like oily to the touch at all, which some hydrating foundations I do notice do. They make you start feeling like an oil slick. Okay, so I think I'm going to finish the video there because I can't see this getting any better. This is how we're going after about 8 hours. I'm thinking of doing a review of just the Stay Naked foundation next with the gold top, as I think I like that one more. I can't tell. It's got better coverage and I think I prefer the finish as well. So I'm going to do a review on that one next. I'm going to keep doing these sort of reviews as I have quite a few foundations and I almost want them as a video diary because I always forget what ones I like, what ones I don't, the finishes, the coverages, and this is going to help me when I come to doing a ranking video or any recommendations for you guys for different reasons and skin concerns. But yeah, so that's the end of this video. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to hit the like button, and if you want to see more of me, make sure you subscribe so I'm always in your subscription box, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!